Mayor, would you like to proceed?
Yes, please.
Good evening. This is the meeting of the Borough of Highlands Mayor and Council regular meeting on Wednesday, February 19, 2025. The notice requirements provided for in the Open Public Meetings Act have been satisfied. Notice of this meeting was properly given by transmission to the Asbury Park Press and the Two River Times and by posting at the Borough of Highlands Municipal Building and filing with the Borough Clerk all on January 1st, 2025. Items listed on the agenda are subject to change. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I will now do a roll call. Councilmember Cervantes?
Here.
Councilmember Chalak?
Here.
Councilor Melnick?
Here.
Council President Shevsky? Here. Mayor Brulan?
Here.
First, we have the approval of minutes, February 5th, 2025 meeting minutes.
I will offer them.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilman Chalak?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Abstain.
Council President Shevsky?
Yes.
Mayor Brulan?
Yes.
Motion carries to approve February 5th, 2025 meeting minutes. Next, we have introduction of proposed ordinance O-2502, amending Schedule A of the Borough of Highlands Salary Ordinance.
I see that Councilmember Kuchalak has some notes there, so would you like to speak to this ordinance?
As we know, inflation has been up to 20% in the last 4 years, and this is simply realigning the salary structure to reflect that. We can't expect people to make the same salaries that they did 4 or 5 years ago, because the price of everything has gone up so much. So since 1921. So I own a business with my husband, and we have kept up the people that work for us, inflation raises as well too. So I fully support this.
Also, we have contracts that list what people's increases are, and we have to have our ordinance be in line with what our contracts are with the staff. So that's another reason why we're doing this as well. Go ahead.
I was just going to offer it.
Absolutely. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilmember Chalak?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Shevsky?
Yes.
Mayor Brulan?
Yes.
Motion carries on first reading with a public hearing on March 5th, 2025. Next, we have Resolution R-25-060, authorizing amendment to the 2025 temporary budget.
I'll offer it.
I'll second.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilman Chalak?
Yes.
Councilor Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Shevsky?
Yes.
Mayor Brulan?
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt R-25-060. Next, we have consent agenda. Mayor, would you like me to read the resolutions by title?
Yes, please.
R-25-061, support publishing legal notices on official government websites. R-25-062, Highlands participating in the New Jersey Coastal Coalition NJCC automated flood alert application. R-25-063, approving request for waiver of alcohol ban for a community center rental. R-25-064, authorizing payment of bills. R-25-065, amending resolution number 25045, adopted on January 1st, 2025, authorizing the Borough of Highlands through the Borough of Highlands Police Department to participate in the Defense Logistics Agency Law Enforcement Support Office 1033 program to enable the Borough of Highlands Police Department to request and acquire excess Department of Defense equipment. R-25-066, appointing a deputy municipal clerk.
I will offer the consent agenda.
I'll second.
Councilmember Cervantes?
Yes.
Councilman Chalak?
Yes.
Councilman Melnick?
Yes.
Council President Shevsky?
Yes.
Mayor Brulan?
Yes.
Motion carries to adopt resolutions R-25-061 through R-25-066. Next, we have reports.
Okay, for the month of January, utilities. The administration met with New Jersey American Water on January 30th to discuss upgrades to our infrastructure and future upgrades. And we also provided some information on problem areas around town that included locations that had standing water and also like a meter pits that were leaking water. For the Shadow Lawn area in need of redevelopment, the conditional redeveloper signed an interim agreement and provided escrow on January 6th. Captain's Cove redevelopment, the Land Use Board hearing on possible condemnation was postponed for now. Bay Avenue area in need of redevelopment. We have 151 separate properties in this area, so depending on the type of use, we do name conditional redevelopers. So we appointed the property owner of 289 Bay as the conditional redeveloper on January 15th. Emergency services, calls answered. First aid squad was 38, fire 15, and police 619. For code enforcement, summons were 6, warnings 6, reports 10, inspections 22, permits 8, and OPRA 4. And finally, the building department, inspections 64, with 47 passed, 8 failed, and 2 not ready, and 36 new permits were issued. For current project updates, the Portland Road drainage improvements, New Jersey NJ Natural Gas is reloading. That relocation of lines should be completed at some point in this month, and we should be completed April, May, weather permitting. For the asset activation, James T. White Clam Plant, that we have to submit this by April 18th, so we still have plenty of time. We had our public discussion last meeting, which was very informative, and a lot of people participated. I'm working with the planners to get all of their notes together, my notes together, and we might have another steering committee meeting just to wrap up everything that we need to do for the public. Also, if you can, we have both paper questionnaires and an online survey that I encourage everyone to take to get your opinions, and that is at surveymonkey.com/r/clamplant, all one word. For the planned projects, we have Marine Place, and that bid opening is happening next Thursday on 2/27. For Washington Avenue paving and for Shore Drive improvements, which is sidewalks, those are going to go to bid this Friday, and we'll have those come back mid-March. Frank Hall Park updates, that is going to bid soon. We just have to approve the design that I sent to you guys earlier this afternoon. We'll have some discussion on that, so if you have any comments, please just let me know what they are so we can update our friends at Colliers. Same for Overlook Park, although that's not as near the finish line as Frank Hall is, but it is very close, and we want to put those two parks out to bid together so that we could hopefully get better pricing from the contractor that wins the bid. No real updates on any of these other things. For grants that we're waiting to hear back on, the American Firefighters Grant for the pump truck, we submitted that on December 20th, and we're still waiting to hear back on that. The T-Mobile Hometown Grant. This will be submitted before the end of the first quarter, and what we are proposing is a sculpting and installation of a statue honoring Captain Joshua Huddy, a local American Revolutionary War hero. The proposed installation will be located at Huddy Park in Highlands, just 150 feet, I did measure it, from where Captain Huddy was hanged in 1872.
Wow.
Sorry, 1782. I just scrambled them in my head for fun. And we should hear back on that grant at the end of May. So very exciting. So that's in a nutshell what's been going on in January.
Where's the point where he was hanged?
It's where Jen's house on the corner, on the other side. It's diagonally across.
Okay, wow.
There's all this controversy on whether he was hanged from a tree or whether it's a tripod.
Yeah.
So I was digging around in Canada, and they came up with the fact that Lippincott, who really planned the hanging, his grandson drew a picture of the
hanging tree.
I'm trying to get a copy of it.
That's awesome. Okay. Anyone else have anything else they'd like to report?
Yeah, I'd just like to say Sunday is the
Yes.
chili contest, so get your recipes ready.
Uh-oh.
But
I have a rule coming.
you want a bunch.
Tequila on my chili.
Uh-oh.
I have a lot of it, you never know what to do with it.
You don't know what to do with it.
Chili contest, please don't miss it, it'll be nice.
Yeah, and it's at Saltwater Social. Starts at, what, 3 o'clock?
Mhm.
Yeah, 3 o'clock. Oh.
Anyone else have anything to report from their committees?
I would say things are kind of on hold with the schools
Mhm.
in terms of regionalization. Hopefully, the Supreme Court will make up its mind
If they're going to hear
if
this,
they're going to hear the case or not, and that should be, we can go forward. I think the board that's in place now is more likely to move forward to do what they need to do.
Okay, excellent. Don, anything you want to add? No? Okay. Then, it is time for the public portion statements.
Public portion. Individuals wishing to address the council shall be recognized by the presiding officer and shall give their name, address, and the group of any they represent. Although the council encourages public participation, it reserves the right through its presiding officer to terminate remarks to and/or by any individual not in keeping with the conduct of a proper and efficient meeting. If any individual refuses to conduct themselves in a proper manner, they will be removed from the meeting. The council will not, during the public portion of this meeting, discuss matters involving employment, appointment, termination of employment, negotiations, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of the performance of, promotion, or discipline of any specific or prospective or current employee. There's a 3-minute time limit for your comments.
Any comments? Okay, then I'll close public portion. And the executive session statement.
Executive session will be held following the regular council meeting. Prior to each executive session, the Borough Council will convene an open session, at which time a resolution will be adopted in accordance with NJSA 10:4-13. No formal action will be taken during the executive session. Resolution to enter executive session. Be it resolved that the following portion of this meeting shall not be open to the public. Be it further resolved that private consideration is deemed required and is permitted because of the following noted exceptions set forth in the Act: litigation and attorney-client privilege for signed ordinance. Be it further resolved that it's anticipated that matters to be considered in private may be disclosed to the public at a later date when the need for privacy no longer exists.
I will make that offer.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Executive session begins at 7:14.
I would like to make a motion to adjourn the public meeting.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned at 7:38.
Okay.